There's this thing we use every single day. We work for it, we spend it, we save it. But have you ever really stopped to think about what it is? We're talking about money, of course, and we're about to pull back the curtain on the one secret that keeps our entire world from falling apart.
I mean, look at this, $100 bill. You can trade it for a cart full of groceries or a couple of movie tickets. But what is it really? It's a bit of cotton blend paper, some ink. Its actual physical value is basically zero. So why does it have all this power? What's the secret sauce?
Well, here's the twist. It's not gold. It's not some tangible thing locked away in a vault anymore. The value of this piece of paper and of the trillions of dollars zipping around the planet every second hinges on one single, incredibly powerful idea: our shared belief in it. It is one giant global trust exercise.
All right, so let's peel back the layers of this incredible illusion and figure out how it all works.
Before money, things were complicated. We had the barter system. And look, on the surface it sounds simple, right? I'll trade you my chickens for your wheat. But in reality, it was a total mess. The biggest headache was this thing economists called the double coincidence of wants, which is a fancy way of saying you had to find someone who had exactly what you needed and wanted exactly what you had.
So, to fix this logistical nightmare, humanity invented one of its greatest ever technologies: money. Just think about how inefficient this was. Let's say you're a farmer. You've got a chicken, but you need an axe. You go to the blacksmith. Simple, right? Wrong. The blacksmith doesn't want your chicken. He needs a new pair of boots. So now you're stuck. You have to go on this whole side quest to find a bootmaker who just so happens to be craving some chicken for dinner. It's exhausting just thinking about it.
And this is where money comes in and just so elegantly saves the day. It works because it does three jobs perfectly. First, it's a medium of exchange. It's the universal trade tool everyone accepts. No more hunting for chicken-loving bootmakers. Second, it's a unit of account. It's the price tag that lets us easily compare the value of an axe to a pair of boots. And third, it's a store of value. It's like a savings jar. You can save it up without it, going bad like a chicken would. For the longest time, money was tied to something real, something with its own value. But that all changed. There was this one moment that completely redefined our entire financial world.
See, for thousands of years, we used what's called commodity money, things like gold, silver, even salt. The paper money in your pocket wasn't just paper. It was basically a claim check, a receipt you could take to a bank and swap out for a real physical piece of gold. That was the gold standard. But then came 1971. This is the pivotal year. The United States officially cut the cord, severing the link between the US dollar and gold. And in that one move, the era of the money we use today was born. This kicked off the age of what's called fiat money. Fiat is Latin for let it be done. Its value exists simply because a government says it does, and, this is the crucial part, because we all agree to believe it. It's basically an IOU backed by nothing more than our faith in the system.
Just let that sink in for a second. The money in your bank account is valuable only because you are 100% sure that when you go to the store, someone will accept it. And they only accept it because they're sure someone else will accept it from them. It's this amazing, invisible chain of belief. It's a shared story we all tell ourselves every single day.
But here's the catch. What happens to a system that's built entirely on trust when that trust starts to fade? This is the built-in danger of our modern money. When trust wavers, you get inflation. It's the slow, quiet erosion of your money's power. It means that same $100 bill buys you a little less today than it did last year. It's what happens when the supply of money grows faster than the actual stuff we can buy with it.
And you can really see the effect here. Just look at the purchasing power of $100 back in 1990 compared to what it gets you today. That massive drop is the value that has just leaked out of the currency over the years. It's the same piece of paper, but it has a lot less punch.
And if that trust doesn't just leak, but the whole dam breaks, that's when you get hyperinflation. This is when a government prints truly insane amounts of money, and people just completely lose faith. We saw it in Weimar Germany, where people literally needed wheelbarrows full of cash to buy a single loaf of bread. We saw it in Zimbabwe. It's a total collapse of the collective trust.
At that point, the story falls apart. The shared hallucination ends, and that powerful piece of paper goes back to being exactly what it is, physically, worthless. The tool we built becomes a punchline.
So, let's bring this all home. If money isn't really a physical thing anymore, what is it really?
At its core, money is a social contract.
It's an agreement we all make with each other to assign value to something that has none on its own. Every time you get paid, or buy a coffee, or check your bank account, you are reaffirming your part in this massive global agreement. You're participating in the philosophy of money.
And maybe that's the best way to think about it. Money is, quite possibly, the most successful story humanity has ever told. It's a work of fiction, a shared delusion that we all choose to buy into. And in doing so, we power the entire engine of modern civilization.
It's pretty incredible, right?
So now that we've demystified the story of money, I'm curious, what other big economic mystery do you think we should tackle next? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.